Oh, I had a fucking miserable 2 weeks.
Oh, go on,
God.
Brian. I'm all
I
about
got
your misery.
Love
well
to hear it.
two weeks
All
ago.
right.
So it all started off 2 Sundays ago. I decided to take an edible, and it was probably like 120 milligrams.
What's that? I don't take them, so like, how strong is that compared to other things?
Most people will take like a 10 milligram,
It's
and
like
Okay.
a 30. Like
You doing
having
the
a
whole
couple
thing at
snacks.
lunch?
like 10 to 30, maybe 50 max. That's like put you in a good spot. And
Wait, did you eat the whole thing at one time?
yes, I did.
Oh, I was dumb.
Yeah, I know. So I was playing Mario Party on Nintendo Switch.
Sweatshirt.
I was having a good time.
He was actually in the parking lot trying to get a real game going of Mario Party.
Yeah, he's like yelling at some seagulls, you know?
Yeah.
Got these like seagulls lined up. It's like, okay, you're Bowser.
So most of the time when you take an edible, it probably takes like within 45 minutes to an hour to like you to actually feel something like, oh, okay, it's working now. I took it, and in about 15 minutes, I felt that feeling that you typically feel at an hour. And I was like, oh, wow, that was really fast.
Was it like a Friday night or a weekday?
I don't know, it was Sunday night. So
So
I
you
ordered,
do you normally take these like as just a mellow to mellow you out?
yeah, just hanging out,
Yeah.
sitting around. So I ordered food on DoorDash, so I was waiting for it. And as I'm playing Mario Party, like I said, maybe like 20 minutes later, I'm just really, really like in another dimension. And it's bad. And I'm like getting paranoid and I'm fucking terrified. So the food shows up. I can't even eat because I'm afraid I'm gonna choke on the food because I'm trying to remember how to breathe.
You ordered bananas, huh?
Yeah. I'm literally talking to myself and I'm saying like, okay, you got to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth, like trying to remember to breathe. That's how where I was. So
Sounds like Ellie's 2 weeks after surgery.
yeah, it was pretty bad. So I end up leaving the food on my counter and I'm like, all right, I gotta ride this out for a little bit. It's gonna be real bad. And the fucking room is like fucking flashing. I turn off all the lights, I turn on TV and I put on like soothing, calming music, and I'm like trying to calm down.
God.
No,
Did you
it
put
was,
on
Dogs doing
Enya?
fireworks?
Yeah,
it
and
was
Enya?
fucking bad. It was so bad, right? So maybe like an hour later, I end up sitting on the couch and I pass out, right? Just completely fall asleep. I wake back up at like 11 o'clock, and now I'm like just regular high. And I'm like, oh, this is perfect. So, and I noticed the one side of my throat just hurts. And I have no idea why. And I'm like, oh, maybe I slept with like my mouth open or something like that. And it fucking dried out my throat. So I remember I have the food. So I go grab the food that I had gotten and I start to eat at like 11. And I'm like, I'll just fucking pass out after this, whatever. So I eat, I throw everything away. I end up going to sleep. I wake up at like 4 in the morning and my throat feels like there's fucking knives in it. And I'm like, wow, what the fuck? Why does my throat hurt so bad? And I'm like, I literally have like a ring of sweat on my shirt, like I'm drenched.
Mm.
And I feel like I have chills, I have a fever, or whatever. So I'm like, maybe this is just some like fucking bad cold. Right. So I get up, I take a shower, I come back out, and I'm like, I'm dripping sweat, like after taking like a quick shower. And I'm standing at my kitchen sink and I'm just fucking dripping sweat into the sink. And I'm like, oh, this isn't good. I think something's really wrong. Right. So I end up laying back down in bed once I stop sweating, and I sleep for maybe like an hour more. Wake up again, my throat's all fucked up. I'm sweating again. I text my boss. I'm like, hey, I'm not going to be in today.
Too high.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm still playing Mario Party. I'm not gonna be in today.
I got to finish these games, put it on 50 turns. So then, what was that? Fucking Monday. Oh no, I ended up going to work because I was like, I don't want to waste a fucking vacation day calling out because I don't feel good. So I end up going to work, and at like 3 o'clock, I'm just really fucking exhausted. Like I'm so tired sitting at my desk. I'm like passing out, I'm fucking nodding off, right? I end up going to the gym after work, do like a half-ass workout, and I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'm gonna go home and I'm just gonna fucking fall asleep. I go home, change, I end up falling asleep. I wake up again like 2:30 in the morning, 3 o'clock, 3:30, fucking nonstop all night. Now I'm like, all right, my throat's really fucked up. And I feel it starting to close. Like there's something swollen in my throat. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like trying to swallow and it's super fucking painful. Like it's one of the worst pains I've ever felt. So then I end up staying home from work and I'm like real fucked up. I can't drink anything. I can't eat anything. And I'm like, whatever, maybe this will pass. It's just like a real bad sore throat. Same shit happens Wednesday night. I'm all fucked up. I end up going to the doctor and they're like my tonsils are literally so swollen that it's like crushing. You know the thing that dangles in your throat?
Yeah.
It's literally crushing it. Yeah, it's crushing it. And I physically can't speak. I had to type on my phone what was wrong with me.
Serves you right.
No, but then this was fucked up, right? So what they do. So I go in and I type on my phone, like, please look in my throat. It's all fucked up.
There's a surprise in there.
It would have been great if spell check just changed it to something else.
Look at my
Please look at my ass.
Yeah. Please stick an enema in my ass like my friend Scott.
So then they're like, all right, we're going to give you a COVID test. And I'm like, I type on my phone, I don't have COVID. Please just look in my throat. They ended up giving me the COVID test anyway. That was $150 fucking dollars.
Really?
$150 fucking dollars.
Don't pay that.
No reason at all.
No.
So we do the COVID test. She puts it in the fucking thing. 5 minutes goes by. She goes, oh, you're negative for COVID. And I was like, okay.
And give me your money.
And she goes, all right, we'll look in your throat now. I open my mouth. She looks in. She goes, oh yeah, you got strep throat.
That's it.
And I was like,
I told you that one.
Thanks. Right. So they end up prescribing me amoxicillin, right? Which is standard for everybody to get when you get like a bacterial infection like that.
Took all of them, right?
Yeah. So I get like a 10-day dose. She gives me like a steroid to go with it because my throat's so fucked up. I haven't eaten or drank anything in 2 days. My piss is like black because I'm fucking so dehydrated.
It's disgusting.
I'm literally like, I'm dying. I'm like borderline dying. I lost 12 pounds. Like my head is fucking, the migraine that I had was the worst. So I ended up.
Your neck hurt?
Everything did. My whole body.
The back of your neck? Because like I was getting these severe strep throat infections. Well, I had strep and tonsillitis at the same time, and they prescribed me Vicodin for the pain, so I know where you're at. But that was the impetus for me getting my tonsils removed at like 20 years old. So it might be time for you too.
Yeah, might be.
I don't get sick.
You don't leave your house.
That's why I don't get sick.
A lot of germs out there.
So anyways, now that you've died and come back to life.
I go and I pick up the fucking prescription. I don't even know how I was fucking like driving. So I pick up the prescription. I saw Hall's mom in CVS.
Oh, really? Nice lady.
Like, oh, hi. And I literally had to type on my phone, I can't speak. Right? So then
want to play Mario Party?
You can come to my house.
When I pick up the fucking prescription and I open up the fucking pills and they're like this fucking big. They're like giant. I'm like,
or hold on. Wait, no, I got bigger. Hold on.
Might be a little bit bigger than that.
Is it like a shotgun, like bullet? Like a
big as fuck, like this. It's ridiculous. And I'm like, I literally can't swallow. Let's see.
Is it one of these horse pills?
That's pretty big.
Yeah, that was exactly what it was.
It looks like a Luden's cough drop.
It was fucking awful. And I'm like, I can't even
And it's like ripping your throat as you're swallowing it. I know.
I can't swallow the tiniest sip of water. How the fuck am I going to get that down?
Are you taking Advil for the pain?
How are you going to work on Friday?
I don't know. So fucking, I end up getting the pill down. I take the little steroid pills that they have with it, right? I go home. I pass out for like 2 hours because I'm just fucking exhausted. I wake up. My throat's like less swollen. I can actually drink a little bit of water. But I was like fucking so dehydrated, right? So probably this was what, fucking Wednesday. So I stay home from work on Thursday. By Friday, I'm pretty much good. Like the swelling's totally gone. I could swallow water, food, everything, no pain, right? But they gave me a 10-day dose. And they're like, make sure you finish all the 10 days.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, I'll stick to whatever the fucking plan was, even though by like Saturday, I was totally good. Totally fine. So I'm taking the pills every single day. Fucking 1 in the morning, 1 at night. Totally fine all week. Thursday comes and in the morning, this is last week. Thursday, I take a shower and I noticed like a bunch of little red dots.
Do you have the picture? Can you show it? Yeah, I saw it.
Red
I
dots in
saved
your
it.
throat or in your ass?
No,
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 like
this
his
is on
body.
my body.
It was kind of gross. I probably would have
Wait, on
jumped
your
out a
body?
window.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that means it's spread.
So
Yeah.
I have like it's not it wasn't a lot in the morning. I have these little red dots all over my chest. And I noticed it. I looked down, I'm like, what the fuck is this? So I had just like shaved. So I thought it was like irritation from shaving. I didn't think it was anything major, right? So I go to work for the day. I have to go work at the bar at night. So I bring my clothes to change at work and then go to the bar right for my job. So I go in the bathroom at work at like 4 o'clock and I go to change. I take my shirt off and my entire chest is just covered in these fucking red dots.
Yeah, it was
And
weird.
I look in the mirror and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And like, I don't feel sick. Nothing's wrong. It doesn't itch. It doesn't burn. It's just all these red dots. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I got to go to work. So I fucking get changed. I go to work for the night. Still no problem. I don't feel shitty or anything. I get home from work and my fucking ears are like swollen. It's all over my ears. It's all over my neck. It's moved onto my back. It's on my arms. And I'm like,
Scarlet fever.
so yeah, so I'm like freaking out. I'm like, should I go to the hospital? Like, what the fuck is wrong? So I get a hydrocortisone cream because I was like, it's a skin thing. So I put some of that on.
Did you moan while you put it on?
Did you have a little
So then,
Silence of the Lambs moment?
So then I wake up, I go to sleep, I wake up Friday morning and I walk past my mirror in the bathroom and I'm just completely covered in all of these little red fucking dots.
Yeah, I did see a photo. It's really fucking weird.
Let's see if I can.
Show it.
It's hard to see. Yeah, well,
the titties.
yeah.
It's all over.
It's pretty much all red on the.
Oh,
yeah.
I see. Yeah, I see.
So what was that?
So and then here, like you can see, like this is my hand.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
great. Looks like you beat someone to death.
Yeah.
So what happened is
You got strep throat rash.
no, so what happens is when you take amoxicillin for too long, if you take it for more than 7 days, what happens is if you don't have the bacterial infection anymore, now you just have that amoxicillin floating around in your system, and your body thinks that it's like a foreign substance. So your body
That's fucking
builds up
crazy.
white blood cells to attack it, and what happens is this rash that completely covers your body. So Friday morning, I went to a dermatologist at like 8 o'clock in the morning and I take my shirt off and she's like, okay, this is, it's like called macropapular rash and it's from antibiotics.
Mm.
And when you take them too long and I'm like, so what do I do? And she's like, well, are you still taking the pills? And I was like, yeah, I have one more day. She goes, just stop taking them.
No.
I was like, is there anything like I can do for this? Because it was fucking painful. It was like sunburn. It burned and it itched like really, really bad. And I was like, is there anything that I could actually like do for this? And she's like, no, you just have to wait for it to like flush out of your system pretty much. So Friday was miserable. Saturday was shitty. Last night was shitty. Today, it finally started like going away. It's not so much like on my neck anymore or like on my chest. Like you can't really see it anymore. It's like only a little bit.
I don't believe you. Show me your ass.
But it's on my ass too.
Your
Show us
ass.
every inch.
You know where's the worst fucking place? On
Okay.
your balls. Oh
Oh.
my fucking God.
It's
Yeah,
a
that's
different doctor, bro.
It's terrible.
sounds like we have horrible doctors from our stories, and
Yeah.
Ellie's was perfect.
Success story.
Yeah,
So that was my 2 weeks.
that's pretty
You
cool.
know, you're really helping me out with my microbiome class. So thank you, Brian. This is some good review for me.